Hey y'all, Crazy Keon here. Join me as we review Wilderness Presidential Resort. We got a chance to hang out here and meet some nice people, and we want to show you what we got into and what would be here for you, right here on Hangin with the Hazes. Trying to be inconspicuous, this is the entrance to Wilderness Presidential. So you have to come in through that security gate office right there. You come in on the outside. This is the exit going out. I'll try to give you a shot coming in. But nevertheless, you come in there, and this is the road that you're going to go down to get to your glens. And again, those glens are just simply little burrows off to the side that tell you where you are in the campground. So this getting gives you an idea of what I had to turn into with Biggins. And let's talk about what I had to go through. So this first turn right here, I had to disconnect the car. There was no way I was making this turn with the car attached. So what I did was I disconnected right here, and here's the spot. So let's talk about what we had to do to get in it. All right, so to get that in this spot, I had to pull way up here. There was really no other way for me to do it, and it was tight because I had these trees in here. So you just got to be careful when you come in here. No matter all the sites, they all back in. So it is what it is. But as you see, we got it in there beautifully. She fit real nice. And I want to show you some of the little intricate oddities to this place that'll help you out if you decide to either come hang out or buy something here. All right, so with some of these sites, the only thing that makes sense is the sewer hose. And as you see, that's right there at the coach. Here is where the oddities start to happen. So that is where my electric stuff is. Well, this is what you got to do to get to the electric. You kind of got to go over the river through the woods to grandmother's house we go. And as you see, as I'm about to show you, it's 230 amp hookups, all right? So what you do is you get you a dog bone, hook up the 230 amps to your 50, and you'll be good with your power needs. Here's the other oddity. There's my hose for my water. Well, the closest water spigot is way over here. Again, over the river and through the woods. And it's right here. So it's a 50-foot run just to, get some water. Here's a different view of some of the cabins on this side of the water. So I figured, let me see if I could drive down here and give you a glimpse of what you're looking at. I mean, you can't get no more beautiful than that. And when I get a minute, I want to stop and show you all of this beautiful water that's down there. You can't ask for nothing more beautiful. Now, I'm going to try to film this without being intrusive. All of the beautiful wildlife, just enjoying their day. But look at that. Now, as we head out, these are some of the beautiful sites and stuff that they got going on. They can actually, you can actually purchase some of these. So that's kind of neat as well. But also pay attention. Some of these roads are 10 miles an hour. Don't violate that if you come up. So we got invited here by cousin Sandra, and that's their crew all up and through there. Today's her birthday weekend, so we shout out to her and say happy birthday. We'll send another video out of that later. But as you see, everybody here is here for one reason and one reason only, to have a good time. And that's really what it's all about. So if you're looking for a good time and somebody invites you or you decide to purchase, definitely this is the spot. And as you see, there's one that's for sale right there. So that right there is currently for sale. Really nice, nicely lit. Let's see how much they want for it. All right, there you go. So for those who might want to look into that, there you go. There you go. And there's another picture of it. Cool little spot. This by far is one of my favorite units. Little cute little cottage, little like unit. Yeah, it works. Definitely works. Here is the clubhouse and the barn. That's the red barn grill over there where you can grab something to eat. Plenty of handicap parking. Plenty of stuff to do for the kids. And there's the playground down there. For privacy's sake, I'm not going to go down and just be videoing people's kids, but that'll give you an idea of what it looks like. Something for them to do and hang out and get out of your face. Again, clubhouse, pretty cool spot. Looks like you could do a bunch in there. And let me let you take a look at this general store right here. It's pretty weirdly shaped. Kind of reminds you of an Egyptian pyramid, but let me show you the front of it. All right, without being too intrusive, folks get married out here. It's gorgeous. Here's a view of the aquatic center, the lake again, indoor pool, outdoor pool, as you see. Outdoor pool is a little empty right now, but nevertheless, gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. Wedding going on. Let's go on up to that general store now. All right, now that is what us campers call a general store. And a general store is simply like a trading post where you can go and buy essentials. So you're probably gonna pay for overpriced bread and stuff like that, but that's what it is. Golf carts for sale over there. Looks pretty cool. And look, they can fill propane here. So it's pretty neat. Here's a different perspective of some of the units and some of the spaces that are available. These units right here are for sale. You can buy those, put them on the site. They got boats from rent, so that's kind of neat as well. One of the things I want to point out too while I'm looking at this is you have some of everything in here, from Class A motorhomes to tiny houses, park trailers, all that good stuff. So definitely a good time. Here's another playground for the kids. They got plenty of stuff for the kids to do to get them out your face, but I want to show you something really quick too that I think is important. Plenty of places for you to dispose of your trash, okay? Use them. That's all I can say about that. Just use them. Nice sized dumpsters. And for those who like to party a little bit, they got a Ridge Road Pavilion. Now, these pavilion can sit probably about 50 people, maybe a little bit more. They got picnic tables, grills, all that good stuff. And let me just let you read the sign right here, because it'll kind of fill you in on what's going on. So, in other words, act like you got some sense and you won't have to worry about violating Virginia law. So what I'm doing right now is just taking you down some of the other glens that are here. That's what they call these little burrows and stuff. I guess the squirrel's gonna play chicken with me, I don't know. But nevertheless, like I said, they do have some of everything here. Like, yeah. And they're pretty loose on like what you can do. Like for instance, if you have like trailers and boats and stuff, they got provisions for you to, you know, park them and all that good stuff. One of the things I will point out at the beginning of this episode, I'll point it out again. Everything down here is 30 amp service. A lot of times they are double 30 amps. So what you do is if you have a 50 amp unit, you run an adapter that has two 30s down to a 50, and that pretty much gives you all your power needs. But again, this is just me mentioning that again. A lot of gravel road, but nothing wrong with that.
All right, and there, folks, you have it. Wilderness Presidential. That is a wonderful place to hang out. I'm telling you right now. Great resort. Great for families. Great for you trying to just unwind and relax after a difficult week at work. You can purchase here, or you can just hang out here as a guest. But if you know somebody that knows somebody, you might get to hang out for free. I'm just saying. Nevertheless, definitely check it out and check out the other reviews that we got going on right here on this channel. Make sure you like and subscribe. I am Crazy Keon, and you have been hanging with the Hazes.